Hi everyone, welcome back to Tamara's Timeless Tarot Readings. I haven't done a reading in a while. Let's see. What do the cards have to let the collective know today? Timeless reading. What do the cards? Oh, I just realized I'm matching. It's my latest deck. It's the Dame Darcy Witchy Cat Tarot. Sorry, the box is not with me right this moment. Okay. Page of Cups. So a beautiful surprise. Okay. Some kind of new endeavor of the creative pursuit or emotional, relationship based. Could be, yes, surprising news, the birth of a baby, something that kind of just, takes you by surprise. And the page is a very soulful, very emotional, very sensitive, very intuitive energy, a bit immature in the emotional area, a big dreamer, huge dreamer, loves make-believe, loves expressing itself creatively. And I think that's a really beautiful energy. Seven of Cups. So together, paired with the Page of Cups, you're a big dreamer. So this isn't going to apply to everyone, but you're a big dreamer and you often have your head up in the clouds and you're often dreaming, scheming, imagining. Okay, you have a big imagination and you like to leave options for yourself. You like to pretend, make believe, like I said. And I love this interpretation because this cat is walking through a door into this realm of, I don't even know, like just so many choices in all these different cups. Okay, they're kind of walking into this dream world, okay, this dream space, and they can spend some time there and they can decide for themselves upon which cup they would choose to drink from. And they're kind of just taking their time. They're not grounded. They're not really focused too much on the reality. They just want the feeling that comes with fulfilling what they want when they want it. Yeah, instant gratification I'm getting. The Page of Swords is about an incoming of a message, communication of some kind. So we have two pages here. So one who is highly sensitive and one who is more about the mind and the intellect and fact and reason and rationality. So these could not be more opposing energies. You could be at odds with yourself. The pages are very youthful energies. So this tells me, especially with the Seven of Cups, that you don't have all the answers right now for a situation that you're sort of dreaming about, and that's okay, but you have to know that you don't. And being, what is that saying? Being forewarned is being forearmed. I'm not saying like this is necessarily going to be some kind of dire situation, but it's important to know that you are very new in this experience and that you don't have all the answers, all the facts. And if there are facts, then you need to face them and not push them to the side and only like solely focus on your heart space. So this is very much about your heart and your head. And it's good to have them as much in alignment and balance as possible. But of course, it also depends on the situation at hand and what needs to be addressed. The Page of the Page of Swords has some truthful awakenings, maybe some things that it doesn't want to confront, it doesn't want to think of, it doesn't want to really know or know the answer to or find out about. But whether it likes it or not, it's going to find you one way or the other, right? The truth always reveals itself. The answers will come to you in one way or another, you know, some shape or form. Things will present themselves to you that will give you a clear and much deeper understanding of what it is you need answers to. This is all about brainstorming and, like I said, communication and researching and getting kind of to the bottom of something, but also is at the very beginning of a new found way of being, thinking, feeling. A new chapter in your life is opening, a new door is opening, okay, where you're up in the clouds and you have all these choices, and it seems great at the time, like in the moment. And this tells me that, you know, not all that glitters is gold. You really have to delve deeper. And the pages are more surfacey, not saying that they're superficial or shallow, but they just haven't yet had the chance to evolve quite yet, to become the knight who is more hands-on experience, because they're going and they're doing and they're exploring and they're sort of redefining what all of this may mean to them. And this is about having these beautiful dreams and using your imagination and being creative and using communication as a great basis or foundation. But there's more to come, more to grow and evolve that's necessary in order for you to be in a place that's more stable and sound. And then I have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords can be about deceit and trickery, that not all is as it appears to be. So yeah, I mean, it can also be about strategizing and upping your game, especially with the Page of Swords, because you definitely have to think of something in a lot more of a logical sense. And so we have 2 Swords cards and 2 Cups cards. So this is very interesting because, in my opinion, Cups and Swords are very opposite, so opposing forces, okay? We have air, and we have, air. Swords is air, and Cups is water. So this is very interesting. We have, like, you know, you're in this position where you're kind of dreaming and imagining and living in this dream world and fantasizing, okay, which is all very fine and dandy, but you also need to give it more thought, and you need to ask the right questions, get to the bottom of something, make sure there's no sort of like hidden information, or that everything is on the up and up and everything is transparent. And you know, this is a very bright little energy here, the Page of Swords, and they will stop at nothing. They have a thirst for finding the truth. And so if they're faced with a situation that they need to know more about, they will do just that. They may not always go about it in the right way. They may gossip. They may pose as a bit of a threat sometimes, or a problem, because they're still so immature, being the page, very youthful energy, but they mean well, and they have the right kind of like values in mind for the most part. They're just learning along the way. So let's get some clarification. Page of Cups and Seven of Clubs. I said Seven of Clubs. I need some clarification, please, on the Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Clarification, please, on the Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups. What is this pertaining to? What does this mean? Like, what is this about? The Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups, please. The Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Okay. The King of Wands. This is very dynamic power. strong leadership abilities and very big and bright innovation. This king is a very bold and brash type of energy. It doesn't mince words. It's not afraid of what people think. It exudes confidence and then some. Sometimes its ego can go unchecked. The King of Wands, I mean, he's gregarious and he's warm and loving and friendly and a big people's person, but he can also be overbearing and he can be brutish if he so chooses, if his temper gets the best of him. But I feel like with the Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups, you are creative and you want these this or these forms of expression to go somewhere. And this is the guy you go to because guy, girl, it's an energy. See that wand? It's like your fairy godmother in a sense. This is a very skillful, very mature and well-seasoned energy. They know what life is like. They've experienced a lot. They've been through a lot and they've come out on top. They know how to take something and run with it. They know how to turn something small into something monumental. Like they're like an entrepreneurial wizard. And I like that because he's holding a wand and he's very established and stable. Look how he's sitting relaxed, he's upright, like he's attentive and he's in the know, but he's also in a place where he can sit and take some time, relax, enjoy his home comforts, or, you know, have that ability, the time and space to care and nurture for others or another. And also, I get the feeling like he's also observing, like he has his like proteges and they're and like he's just watching them and observing and just making sure everything goes as intended, and he's taught them everything that he can, and now it's up to them to take it the rest of the way. So like a teacher or a big boss, like a big type of leader of some kind. So I'm trying to think. Page of Cups, Seven of Cups. Okay, so the Wands is all about initiation and an action and bringing the spiritual. It's bringing it into reality. Okay, it's the spark. So with the Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups, it needs action in order to materialize. Right now, it's just a dream, and it's a beautiful dream, and it has so many outlets, but it needs a more action-oriented plan of action. And so the Cups is very feminine, and it's more sort of laid back and softer, whereas the Wands is masculine, and it's more driven, and it's all about going forward and moving and growing and evolving. So you need to take these beautiful forms of expression, and you need, whether you invest in something or someone who is experienced, you need it to become more than what it is. You can't stay in this dream state forever with your head up in the clouds, living life day to day in this dream world. You need things to start to materialize so you can ground yourself, and these things can become a reality, your reality. Okay? So I feel like there's this big, strong, powerful energy that is telling me that these fancies need to mature. They need to become realized for them to become actualized and materialized. And even though there's no pentacles just yet, which does make sense for things to become part of the actual physical realm, it's not there yet, but it does need more in order for it to grow. So yes, you're kind of marinating things right now and stirring things about in a big pot, but you need to do more than what you've been doing. And that's what this King of Wands has come forth to tell you. So even though it may not be quite ready just yet to come forward like full throttle, it needs time for action. Okay, you've got these beautiful dreams and visions and manifestations that are sort of just hovering about and lingering and looming. I don't know, like, and you just need to kind of give it that kick. Like you need to just like, okay, let's get the ball moving, let's rolling, let's get the machine, moving, working, whatever. Like you need to start bringing it into the physical realm. And the wands is a very active and inspiring and ambitious kind of suit that allows it as a portal, like a mechanism, like a catalyst, if you will, and everything goes through that in order to become what it is that you want it to become. The Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords, okay, I'm going to get a clarification on that. Further clarification, please, on the Page of Swords and the, oh, that was fast, Temperance. Okay, this is telling me that timing is everything. Divine timing is behind this, working behind the scenes. In the meantime, like I said, you are gathering facts and you are filling in the blanks. Like if you're not sure about things, you need to ask more questions, ask the right questions, ask more questions than you ever thought you could ask or would ask. And even if it may seem annoying to someone else, it doesn't matter because you need all the facts before you can help this, whatever this is, to materialize. Now, I don't have any pentacle cards. So this is every other suit but the pentacle suit, which tells me that it's not quite 100% ready yet to be here in the here and now, but it's happening. And like I said, Temperance is all about like the quiet workings behind the scenes, and it's all about perfect timing, and you are angelically guided and protected, and you need to relish this moment, find the beauty within the process that's taking place, the creative process, the brainstorming, and all of the thought processes. I know what I'm saying, but I can't even speak today. I feel like this happens a lot, but you need to, I think it's about enjoying the moment and being completely present in each decision that you make in each step of the way. I also feel like it doesn't mean to go from 0 to 100, like to automatically think that there's some kind of devious sort of ulterior motive. That doesn't mean that there is. It just means that you're in the uncertainty of whatever this is, this process that you're going through, bringing something into the reality of your everyday life. And so you just need to strategize, brainstorm, and dig deeper. So again, it doesn't mean that you need to go from one extreme to the next. It just means that you need to ask the right questions and have some things clarified in order to have all the answers that you require in order to move forward. And I really do feel like this is some kind of creative endeavor that needs to be brought into reality, and it's sort of been turning and churning, and there's been time spent sort of brainstorming and imagining and dreaming it all up, but now it's time to bring it into reality. It's time to really manifest. And let's do one more card, please, to close out this reading. It's almost 19 minutes. If you stuck with me this far, thank you so much. Death. Huge transformation. So whatever this is, it is shifting your perception, your perspective, and it's definitely bringing you into a more active and action-oriented kind of mindset and space, because you're moving from the cups into the swords. And cups is very feminine and receptive, and swords is very masculine and action-oriented, like the wands. And temperance is very feminine because it's more about sort of balance and harmony and beauty and perspective. So to be honest, I think this is a very nice balance. No pentacles have come out though. So you have to decide how you're going to go about bringing your dreams into reality. Now the creative expression can be, and any type of art form. And whether you're a writer or a painter and everything in between, you definitely need to be your own advocate. If you're like an entrepreneur or you want to start your own business, you need to really tap into this sort of bravado, but bravado is like not really a more genuine sounding. It's like you need to, even if you fake it till you make it, and I've said that before, you just need to tap into this King of Wands energy. And with your magic wand, like your own fairy godmother, be your own fairy godmother and bring whatever this is into the realm of the physical, and make this into something that it wasn't before. You have the power to create. Overall, the message is you have the power to create. You've been spending enough time behind the scenes, dreaming and scheming and brainstorming and imagining, right? All of those wonderful things. Now it's time to be more active, to take action and take everything that you've been thinking about and saving up and storing away and all that good stuff, and it's time to birth it into your life. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if this reading resonates with you. Birth it into your life. It's time to be reborn. It's time for whatever this is to breathe its first breath of life. Thanks, guys.